What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Dylan Matthews back at it again with another hometown take. And you already know what's going on. I'm talking about the Atlanta Hawks. Let's go. Big win, big win for the Atlanta Hawks tonight. 122-115 over the Brooklyn Nets, the big bad Brooklyn Nets. Well, KD was pretty big and bad tonight, but that didn't matter. Kyrie Irving did have 31, but that was on 32 shots. That's not very efficient, Kyrie. We gonna get into it, man, but make sure you first and foremost like this video, comment your thoughts, subscribe to the channel, and check out the link above to buy me a coffee to help fuel the Atlanta Hawks to some more wins. We on a 5-game winning streak now, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-game win streak for the Atlanta Hawks, and we are now in sole possession of 8th place in the Eastern Conference. I know it's a weird flex, but after everything the Atlanta Hawks have been through this year, the rough start we got off to, the highs and the lows, being where we are right now isn't too bad, all things considered. So the Atlanta Hawks, 41-37, like I said, sole possession of 8th place in the Eastern Conference. So if the playoffs started today, the Atlanta Hawks will be going to Cleveland in that 7-8 matchup to play the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the winner of that game will be the 7th seed and into the actual playoffs, the legit playoffs. So I like my chances against Cleveland right now, especially I don't know about the whole Jarrett Jack, Evan Mobley injury situation. I gotta look into that a little bit more. But like I said, we can stay in at least 8th and take on a 7th place Cleveland team, I'm okay with that. And even if we do lose, then we can go from there and take on either Brooklyn or Charlotte again. But that game will be at home for us. So even though we play Cleveland on the road in the 7-8 matchup, the winner of the 9-10 matchup will have to come to the ATL and show us what's up or what's not up. You heard me? So Atlanta Hawks are in very good position right now. That was a huge win. Also, shout out to the Philadelphia 76ers for beating the Charlotte Hornets, because that also helped us get in sole possession of 8th place in the Eastern Conference. So great night for the Atlanta Hawks through and through. We got some help. We got the win, most importantly, and everything's looking pretty good. But we still got a lot of work to do. Just real quickly going through the rest of the games remaining this season, we have the Toronto Raptors, and we know how we struggled against the Toronto Raptors this season, okay? So we got the Toronto Raptors on Tuesday, and let's see what the rest of the season is looking like. Can I get the season? There's the schedule. All right. So we have the Toronto Raptors on Tuesday, Wednesday, in a back-to-back situation. We have the Washington Wizards, but that'll be at home, so that's good. That Toronto game is in Toronto. So in Toronto on Tuesday, back at home against Washington on Wednesday. Very winnable game, a game we should win. But then we have to go to Miami, take on the first place Heat. They've been struggling a little bit, but they look like they're catching their stride again. So we take on them on Friday, and then we close out the season in Houston, Texas, to take on the Houston Rockets. That should be a game we should win. So out of these 4 games, we should at absolute worst, be going 2-2. But if we can go 3-1, that would be great. If we can get either that Toronto or Miami game, shoot, I would love to get both, obviously. And if we get both, that obviously will secure our place in the in 8th place in the East, because we already a game ahead. We win out, we'll stay a game ahead no matter what Brooklyn and Charlotte does. So if we win out, that's obviously great, but it's gonna be it's a tough road to win out. Like I said, Toronto on Tuesday, they're still fighting for a lot. They're fighting to get to that 4th seed and stay in that 5th seed, because Chicago's right on their heels, right behind them as well. Washington, like I said, we should beat them. They're not playing for anything. They're eliminated. Look like they kicked the can for the season. Miami, first place in the East. They don't have much breathing room for first place in the East, so they're trying to stay first. And then obviously Houston, like I said, we should beat them. They don't have a lot going on. They're done for the year. They're just playing out the rest of their games. But let's go back to this game. Let's celebrate this game a little bit, because oh my goodness, it was just nasty. So let me go ahead and pull up the box score for this game for y'all real quick. Y'all know I gotta use the laptop, make sure I got my stats right. Whenever I'm at his house, I try to keep the stats right and tight for y'all. So, I went to okay, that's fine. We made it there the same way. All right, so Hawks got the nice dub over the Brooklyn Nets. Checking out the stats. Well, before we get into the stats, it started off rough. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was scared because KD coming out hitting. I mean, he was hitting all night. He dropped 55 on our head, but he was hitting all night, and he started off hot early, back-to-back threes. So, and they got out to like a 10-0 or 11-0 lead on us quick. So I was like, oh Lord, here we go. I hope they don't blow us out the water. But we got our wits about us, and we ended up coming back and only being down 2 in that first quarter. First quarter ended 30-28. Then that second quarter we came out, started smoking them boys. We won the second quarter, I should say, 37-20. Then they had a big third quarter on us, and cut that lead back, and then we tied 28-28 in the fourth quarter, and we made some big plays. None other than that Trae Young step back three where he had old boy stumbling, catching his balance, and then Trae Young hit him with a little ooh to show you he saw him stumbling, and then it hit him with the ice. Trae the gang. Oh my goodness, it was nasty. So Trae Young hitting those 2 clutch shots, because even before he hit that 3, he hit a clutch 2-pointer as well to put the Hawks up 5, and then he hit that 3 to put the dagger in the hearts of the Brooklyn Nets and Brooklyn Nets fans everywhere. So Trae Young, just unbelievable tonight. 36 points, 10 assists. He was just great. You could tell Trae Young has been great all season, but you can tell he's in that mode now. You can tell he's in playoff mode now, and he is motivated. We ain't back in the second game of the season where he said, it's hard to get up for these games. Oh, he up for these games, and he was up for this one tonight. He had Brooklyn in the house. He had KD and Kyrie in the house. He was up for this one. So like I said, Trae Young, 36 points, 10 assists. He was 4 of 9 from 3, 12 of 14 from the free throw line, 10 of 24 from the field. He had 6 rebounds as well, 1 offensive rebound. So there you go. Like I said, KD had a crazy night. He was killing us all night, but him and Kyrie really the only ones. Like I said, Kyrie wasn't efficient 31. He had to take 32 shots to get 31 points. Not even a point per shot. Not efficient at all. But KD was efficient with 55 points, 19 of 28 from the field, 8 of 10 from 3. My goodness, 9 of 11 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds as well. But other than him and Kyrie, like I said, nobody else did much. Who is this? Is this Kai Edwards? What's his name? Kessler Edwards. I don't know who that is. Kessler Edwards had 9 points. Andre Drummond, who had to get the start, he had 8 points. Patty Mills had 0 points, a goose egg from Patty. Seth Curry was out tonight. That was huge because Seth Curry usually kills us. We all remember from the Philadelphia 76ers series how he was marking us and getting shots up on us. And like I said, Kyrie Irving, a 31-point game, but not an efficient 31 points at all. He had 6 assists. He was 12 of 32 from the field. He was 7 of 14 from 3, so he was shooting 50% on his threes. That was good, but some of his 2-point shots were a no-go. So 31 points for Kyrie, but on 32 shots. No points from Blake Griffin. He only had 6 minutes. Who is this? Is this James Johnson? Yeah, it's James Johnson. James Johnson had 3 points. Nick Claxton, 4 points, and Chris, is his name Chris or Chase? I can't remember. He's actually Cam, that's right. Cam Thomas is actually not too bad, but he only had 5 points tonight. He struggled, 1 of 7 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3. So, like I said, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving gave you 86 points, but the rest of them only gave you what? The rest of the team combined, 17 plus 5, that's 22, plus 7, that's 29. So the rest of the team only gave you 29 points. That is not very good as compared to the Atlanta Hawks. Trae Young gave you 36, but you got 15 from DeAndre Hunter. He had a good night. 4 of 7 from the field. Made a 3, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Clint Capella gave you 9 points and 12 rebounds. Timothy Luwawu-Cabarrot gave you 11 points and hit a 3. Kevin Huerter gave you 5. You know, he had his hot shooting night the other night. He wasn't so hot tonight. 2 of 10 from the field, 1 of 7 from 3. We know Kevin is streaky. You got to work on that. That's one thing you got to work on this offseason, really in the playoffs, because we need you to be more consistent in the playoffs now. Danilo Gallinari had a good night, though. He hit a nice little drop step dunk on him. He had 15 points, 2 of 5 from 3, 5 of 9 from the field. Onyeka Okongwu had 6 rebounds and 6 points. Lou Will, had a nice 8 points. He hit a 3. Bogdanovic, not a great night. Only 8 points in 24 minutes, but he was 3 of 9 from the field and did not make a 3 tonight. 0 of 6 from 3, so he struggled a little bit tonight. DeLon Wright, though, had a good night. 9 points, 3 of 6 from the field, all from 3, so he was 3 of 6 from 3. The crazy part is, like, the Hawks didn't shoot all that well tonight. They only shot 41% from the field and 31% from 3. But they did a great job of getting to the free throw line. Did a great job of attacking the basket and knocking down their free throws. Shot 75% from the free throw line. That doesn't sound great, but they were 37 of 49 as opposed to the Brooklyn Nets were only 14 of 19. So got to the free throw line, were aggressive, and I like that from the Atlanta Hawks. Need to keep that up. Like I said, time and time again, all the shots ain't gotta be 3-pointers. Now, when you're making them, that's great. But if you're not, go to the basket, get you a foul, and that's what the Atlanta Hawks did tonight. And that's what you're gonna have to do against a team like the Brooklyn Nets, who, you know, are bigger and can shoot there right with you, have the offensive firepower right with you. You know, you got to find other ways to score, especially when your shot's not going. You can be aggressive and you try to slow the game down a little bit. And that's how it is in the playoffs, too. It's a very slowed down game. You got to get more into your half-court offense. So you got to be able to take it to the rack and get you a bucket, because you're not going to be able to get those transition threes or the transition points all the time. So the Atlanta Hawks, very promising performance for them tonight. Being aggressive, getting to the free throw line. I like that from the Atlanta Hawks tonight. So, like I said, great win, huge win, a win we desperately needed. Kept the winning streak going, and sole ownership of 8th place in the East. Let's go! And this is the perfect time to bring out the clappers. Let's go! Atlanta Hawks got the big dub! Let's get it. So Atlanta Hawks 122-115 winners over the Brooklyn Nets. Sole possession of 8th place in the East now with this win. But like I said, we still got a lot of work to do. Got the Raptors. Winnable game, but the Raptors have had our number pretty much this season. Then we got the Wizards, again, a team we should beat, but that's going to be on a back-to-back. Then we got Miami, again, first place in the East, very good team. But we shown we can beat any team. We're going to beat the Suns, we're going to beat the Brooklyn Nets, we're going to beat the Warriors. Now the Warriors didn't have Steph, but still, we can beat any team in the NBA. If we just come out with that intensity, we commit to the defensive side of the ball, we can beat any team. If Trae Young is Trae Young, he come out with the ice tray, the gang, he can do whatever he needs to do to help this team win. So, final again, 122-115 from the Atlanta Hawks. They win it, and it was a huge game. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Make sure you like this video, comment your thoughts, subscribe to the channel, and check out the link above to buy me a coffee to help fuel this channel, help fuel the Atlanta Hawks to some more wins. But we're going to see how, if we can stay in that 8th place, in that 8th spot in the Eastern Conference. Like I said, 8th will be great. Obviously, we can get to 7th. We're still only behind Cleveland. 2 games. I can't talk, man. I can't talk today, but I'm keeping it in here. We're still only 2 games back from Cleveland for that 7th spot. Cleveland did win today. They beat the Knicks, which we figured they would, because the Knicks, they fell off harder than us. At least we still in the playoffs discussion. And, we at least gonna make the play in. Anywho, they beat the Knicks. The Cleveland Cavaliers did. So we're still only 2 games back. But we're still in play for the 7th spot with 4 games to go. Because we got 4 games left. Because we got the Raptors, the Wizards, the Heat, and then Houston. So 4 games to go. Only 2 games back. I think they only need to win like 1 game though. So we'll see. 7th is probably out of the question with that win from the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight. But hey, like I said, I'm cool with 8th and having to travel up to Cleveland and taking my chances there. But again, guys, Like this video, comment your thoughts, how you feeling about the Hawks right now. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until I talk to you guys next time, stay true to Atlanta, believe in Atlanta. Go Hawks. Peace.